Now,
Greetings, family. I am Richard.
and I am Gary.
And I'm Gary.
I think you're
Whoever.
Meten.
All right, thanks.
You're gonna screw me up. And together, this guy, and together we are rocking.
No, we're not.
Oh no! See, he screwed me up. And together we are lightning.
Right.
Thrice! Woo! We love you back, family. I think this guy, he screwed me up. Ted, you funny joker. Welcome,
Oh, that's
family.
so funny.
Welcome, family, to today our beautiful second episode of Lightning Thrice, because we are three beautiful divine masculine energy here, and we are here to bring on to you a lot of different topics. Matan, as you know, he is a specialist in astrology. I myself am not an astrologer, but what Matan beholds in his like ongoing research and his divine way to like break a code and bring truth to humanity is absolutely beautiful. And you all know about my Gary. Okay, so I've spoken enough. I will give the spot to our host today. Mr. Gary, how are you today?
I'm very good. Thank you very much, Richard, on your born day.
It is my life day.
And lovely to have you back again, Meten. It's really, really good. And we're looking forward to perhaps a little surprise for Richard and a few charts for the Femi in human design, mixed with a little bit of wooey astrology as well. So superb, superb. Yeah.
So I first go, my friends, my brothers, with a gift that my brother Gary has sent to me from UK to Montreal, Canada, because I've been waiting for such a long time. And I was, look, guys. I can't read, I don't have my eyeballs, but I believe that you are saying do not open till your life day, right? Shall I?
No,
I'm impatient.
no, the Femi don't want to see it. No,
I gotta wait.
No one wants to see it, Richard.
I dropped my glass on the floor. I was so traumatized. And it's rolling across the. Oh, well, the cats are playing with it now. I'm opening it. I'm not listening to you anymore. I just destroyed my whole floor. Day, life day, me. And look how my brother, he's so nice. Richard with a star, because he always says I'm a rock and roll star.
Rock
Isn't
star.
he sweet? So I'm gonna need my eyeballs on, Femi.
Cheers, Richard. Cheers.
Well, mine's on the
Thumbs
floor.
up. I know you threw yours on the floor.
I'll have to use my coffee. Cheers.
Yum yum.
I love you
gum.
guys. I'll go get another one after. Luckily, the cats don't drink. What do we call it, my brother?
We call it witch piss.
Well, we're celebrating me. Woo! Okay, let me get into action. So I'm opening the envelope from my brother Gary. Oh my God, it's so cute. Look, it's a cat with cucumbers and a champagne. I love it so much. Oh, and what do you say? To Richard, cheers to another year. Enjoy your witch piss. Oh my God. Have a blessed day. With all our love, rock and roll, Gary and
You can say a name.
Mel. That's like the little foot, the Wizard of Oz I keep talking about.
It's the one behind the curtain, everybody.
Yes.
It's the one behind the curtain.
Thank you. Yay. Gift. I've been waiting a month. Oh my God, what is it? Woo! Oh, gift. It's sparkly, it's blue, it's lovely. What is it? Oh, but this I do know. This is some dragon blood, I feel. It is dragon blood incense for you, my family, that I will burn for you in all of the healing before every video. Mwah. Thank you, brother. Then I got another one. Woo! Glitter, blue. Let's rip apart. Let's rip. like with full passion. What is this? It's an envelope. Oh, in a little envelope like this, it must be something like a crystal. I might feel something of that. Oh, no. What is this? Well, Farrah Fawcett never comes this small.
We couldn't fit her in the card. She's too big.
Yes, it is a crystal. I was right. It is a beautiful rose quartz. My brother Mel, thank you so much. I will add you to my my whole
Yeah.
collection of and
gotta
it smells
name
like
it.
dragon blood.
I
I'm so
know.
happy. Now, what's this? What's this? Rip to shreds as I look into your eyes. What is going on, my brother? And it's gonna be a witch piss. I know it. I know it. Ah, it is a
It's
witch
witch
piss.
piss.
I saw the form of a bottle and I automatically knew witch piss. And did you get medium? You got medium, my brother. Oh, thank you. Woo! Oh wow, I got a strip. I need to put my shirt on, Femi. Oh, I gotta put my gift. Thank you so much, Mel and my Gary. Here I go. All right, witch piss power be activated.
Oh,
Yay!
that's good. Not only is it all over the floor, it's all over you now.
Yes, I love it. Thank you so much. I love you, my brother. Je t'aime. Merci beaucoup, beaucoup. All right. So do I
Looks
look
good
good?
on as
Because
well.
I can't see.
Looks good on.
Oh, I look stunning. Oh, yeah, of course. I'm a label for witch piss now. Oh, I love it. It's so fun.
Oh,
Thank you for your beautiful attention. Like, I love the humor in it. I love the beautiful attention in it. And it does feel good. Like, like it's just the right amount of tightness. If I bend, you can see like my. Thank you to both of you.
pleasure. So, Maten, I think you've got a little something for Mr. Witch Piss, which is slightly different to what we've sent him.
Okay, so this is my witch pitch human design for Richard.
Witch piss human.
This is
Oh my
Richard's
God, you guys
witch
are
piss
funny.
design. So here we go. You guys all see this?
Yeah, do you want to bring it up
Yes,
a little
I can
bit more higher?
Yeah. I can make it bigger too. Let's keep it high enough. I can't go any higher.
I can see perfectly.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so
We
just
just
realized I
got
can
the
do
bottom of it
this.
cut off at the moment. If it's just
Yeah, it's because I made it bigger. I can make it smaller, and then the bottom won't be cut off. Yeah, because we need to see that. That's true.
yeah, we do. We need to see his bottom.
Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. It's a little better. A
Oh,
little better. You guys can
perfect.
see
That's
it?
the one. That's it.
Okay, so this is the human witch piss design. I'm just kidding. So this is Richard's design. As you can see, Richard has the throat center activated, and he has the sacral center activated, which, like Gary and myself, makes him a manifesting generator type. And so this is someone who can speak his mind directly. Me and Gary both have this as well. And so, Richard, a couple hits for you. And you already know this. This is nothing Richard doesn't know. He lives in his body. He has to live there. We don't have to live there. And so this is an image of his kind of body graph, how his body works, where the energy is in the body. And so you could see when Richard commits to something in life, all the energy shoots up from the sacral into the throat for him to articulate and manifest it into the world. And he has specific connections, and these are the channels that turn on the centers. He has the 4037, which is the channel community, very powerful, all about community, connecting with his tribe, with the family, as he says. And then on the sacral, right, we have this connection to the spleen center, and that's about caring for the tribe. That's about physical touch, connecting, caring for himself and others. That's and that's his third channel. That first channel was the manifesting generator channel, the 3420, which is about power and also power in the now, in the present, in just like the quickness of the moment, being present in the nowness and the moment of things. And those are your three channels, Richard. Does that resonate with you? I'll go into a little more, but so far, does that resonate?
Of course, brother Matan. See how I said your name so well today compared to the first episode, my brother. It does. It does. And I do have this beautiful wave that's coming in back of me. And like I am seeing me like I've never really understood these imagery, but as you speak about me, and this is what I love, beautiful family. You know, like Mateen, at first, I did not want to know about my chart. This is what it is. Mateen does what Mateen does, and he's very good at it. Make it true in front of me, in front of you. We're letting Mateen explore like me, my true essence through what he's discovered. And it is a gift for me. I think that it is a gift for you. And yes, I resonate, Mateen, so much to this because I do use my voice, and it is one that is to help. Like, you know, it's not like centered in myself. I want to be a voice, right? Like you say, going through my sleep to my voice, using my voice in order to bring anything that I can to anyone who's going to listen, really.
All right. Yeah,
Right?
yeah. And and it's in response. So once you invite yourself and others into the community and you're invited in, yeah, you can automatically, in response, share your beingness with others. And then
Mm,
you light up and they light up. And then that sacral center turns on if it's correct. If it's
yes.
correct, if what you're doing is what the body, your authority in your body wants, then but that has communication with your solar plexus center because your authority gets the last word. So even
Mm.
though you're an MG that can commit from the gut feeling, from the gut response, you still have to tune in, right? And get the last word, especially with big decisions. You get the last word from your solar plexus center, which
So
is a
that could
weight
make me
that's
a little,
always moving up and down. And then when you're clear, when you reach clarity, that's when you know if it's correct or not.
absolutely, brother. And, you know, like that would be seen in my tarot cards a little bit like the Knight of Cups. We love him. He's got his emotion tattooed, branded on his sleeve, but he could be a little wishy washy. Wishy washy is not like a bad thing. We're analyzing. We got to think about the emotions before we proceed. Is that what you're saying, brother?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. Sometimes you need time to reflect, times to sleep
Yeah,
on it before you can make a full commitment to something.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So something else that Richard has that I want to point out for all of you is if you could see, there's a subtle color nuance. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but some of these particular gates are activated by lines that are not just red or not just black, but have red and black.
Mm.
And you can see here, Richard has one on gate 18, two on gate 28, three on gate 27, four on gate 50, five on gate 34, and six on gate 6. And these are called overlays. And Richard has 6 of these. And that's very powerful because Richard is someone who doesn't miss much. Really, there's nothing he doesn't really see. He has this reflexive capacity to see what he's doing, even to see his own behaviors, and it's like he can't get away from seeing everything that's occurring. So if someone's walking down the street and there's a banana peel on the ground and they're going to slip and fall, Richard wants to say, "Hey, watch out." you know. And
Mm.
usually people will say, fuck off. I didn't ask you. But Richard knows that, they could hurt themselves. So this is very powerful. The overlays is like just such awareness. And the more you have, the more awareness. And Richard, you have like 6 of these. Gary and I have as well, but I don't remember how many you have, Gary. I don't know. I don't think Gary has as many, and I don't have as many either. Gary flashed his. That's all we get is a flash of Gary's. But
What a cute little hamster he is.
It's fucked up. So does that resonate somewhat? Maybe it's the chat there, Richard.
To me or to
Yeah,
Gary?
yeah.
To me,
Yeah,
yes,
to you.
absolutely. It does resonate. Thank you, my brother. I recognize you. Like as you speak, I do have the humming going from within me, from in back of me, coming through. Well, for some reason, the right side of my chest coming out, and yeah, it resonates. Yes, I am that way. I can predict and see a banana peel slipperage. I am very aware of my surroundings. And it's funny because you know what, guys, brothers, when I walk in public, I look at where I'm going. People usually see me, like I just know where I'm going and I'll just like strut my stuff and go where I'm going. But whenever there's something around, I zone in, like look right, look left. Something is there and I catch it, just like you said, Matan.
All right,
So
nice.
thank you. Yes, I resonate to this.
Okay. So now I'm gonna talk some shit. Just kidding. Now I'm gonna point out some other interesting stuff in your design chart. So, with this open center in the center of this chart, this open G
Yes.
center, that is about that you get your direction from your community. And you were actually saying something about this when we were talking today about how sensitive you are to the direction that the community, they ask questions, they support you in, sometimes they want you to look at something and you have to check in with yourself, yes or no, do I really want to, cover that or share that and in what degree? So that comes from this very open center, not open, but undefined G center, which is all about direction. So you do get direction from your community. And up here, you process the collective with these open centers on the top. It doesn't mean that you're mindless. It means that you process the collective energies. So whatever people are thinking, the ideas, the inspirations, you're out there in the collective, and then you turn off your computer, you come back home, and you're like, what the fuck was I so inspired about? I already forgot, and that's just what it is.
I do that all the time. Who am I right now?
It's just what it is, it's fine. You have this great wisdom to look at others and see how they think, how they process things, because you process things differently relative to who you're around. Like you saw with me, I have a very fixed way of thinking because I have this color, the Ajna Center. So I have a very fixed way, patterned way of thinking, and I can get stuck in it. But you don't get stuck in it because you have an open Ajna Center. So not only do you not get stuck there, but you can see other people and how they get stuck there, how they process. Gary, are you mindless? I'm sorry, are you open center there as well?
I am exactly the same
Are you
as
mindless?
Richard. I am mindless.
He's mindless. He's mindless. Look.
Oh my God, you're so funny.
Just see what it is. It's like because you guys are mindless, it's brilliant. You have easier access to the intelligence of your personal authority. Whereas I have all this fucking rocks rolling around in my head that, make a spark once in a while. But those rocks get heavy, you know what I mean? It's a lot of weight of the mind getting fixed on, I got to think this way, I got to think that way. You know what I mean? So that's why I have that, I have that stuckness, right? But you guys get to be mindless and free, and just nothing going on upstairs, not much to worry about,
But I take it with the best compliment because you're right.
Right.
I don't loop too long. Like my loopings are emotional for me. And when it becomes like a serious topic, I cannot take a decision right now. So, and the more that you push me, the more that I back away. Now I become aggressive, right? It's like, no, like back off. But then all I need is a night's sleep, and then I see a new day, a new dawn, and then okay, I can see the logic. But I do, yes, Matan, I am very, yeah, I'm centered with the emotion. It's an emotional intelligence. You
Yeah.
know, like emotional first, and it has an intelligence, not intelligence that has emotions. Does
Well,
that make
it's
sense
because,
to you?
yeah, yeah, because how you communicate is emotionally. Anytime you communicate with someone, it's going to be through the filter and frame of the emotional body.
Yes.
And that's automatically what it is. And me and Gary, we're kind of cold, we're kind of cool. We're not, you're not emotional, right, Gary? Yeah, you already said your sacral. Sorry. Sorry, you already said your sacral. So we're
He
flatline,
needs to
we're just
read
like
Yeah,
his
this.
chart.
flatline.
We're just flatline. We're cold.
Me, I'm pure
Amphibious
emotion.
being.
Like I vibrate on everything emotional. Because without the emotional, I don't want to exist. Like I need my
We
emotional
we
stuff.
we are Richard, but what it is, it gets into deep human design. We do have an emotional wave, but it's from the parent who had the emotional wave. So it's like deep inside that
Oh,
center. So on the
okay.
surface we appear, but we're full of shit because there is a deep underlying wave in there
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
paddling like hell underneath.
Yeah. Hell underneath. Yeah.
Did you
Let me
find
see.
yourself in the, yes, go.
But no, go ahead, Richard.
Did you find yourself on your chart, Gary?
Well,
Oh, I thought, okay, you
I
were
have my,
pretending to
because
look.
I've been
Okay.
doing it for a while, you see, with my 10. So I've got,
Yeah, pull it up. Pull it up, Gary. There you go. Yeah,
That's
yeah. So
beautifully done.
we
Yeah.
all have the 2034, all three of us. We all have the 2034. So we're all about the power and the money and the just kidding. We're about the power and in the moment, the success in the moment.
You're funny. Yes, and that's why we created Lightning Thrice. Woo! As
So
you
I think
were, beautiful brother.
oh, thanks, man. Thanks. I think that's it. I think we'll leave it there, right? We
yeah.
don't have to go too deep unless you want one more thing, Richard. We're
Well,
fine.
I would you like to share me one more thing?
Let's do one last thing. Let's do your
I would
left angle
love
cross
to and
of
share it with the
alignment.
family. Yes.
Okay, so Richard has this left angle cross destiny, and everyone has a cross destiny. It's a combination of the two suns on both the personality side and the design side, which is basically an astrology chart on the right-hand side column, and then on the left-hand side column is the design chart, and that's 3 months prior, 88 degrees solar arc. In human design, we say it's when the spirit comes into the neocortex. And so but what we do to coordinate the left angle cross or the right angle cross destiny is through these four gates, and it's the sun earth position on both sides. And so for Richard's got the 27, 28, 19, and 33, and that creates the cross destiny of alignment. And there's thousands of cross destinies, and they're all pretty general. It doesn't get that particular, but this one in specific, this is obvious. I mean, Richard is someone who helps us move away from the past and align with
Oh,
what's coming. And this can be problematic because, sometimes there's a lot of Piscean energy holding on to the past. And so people are not always comfortable with moving so quickly into the future, into what is now. But Richard takes us there. He aligns us with what is coming pretty quickly. And so that's what it is. When you're operating, as you are, when you're operating correctly according to your destiny, you're bringing alignment to the collective, to the tribe, to those around you.
so it's like almost thank you, Matan. I love this and I resonate. And as you were speaking, the high pitch that came like a golden thread from the universe and pierced me on my left side. Upgrade or download or however you want to see it. So if I do not listen to my destiny, I'd basically be screwed. Is that what you're saying? But because I'm listening to my destiny, no, yes.
Yeah, sure. No, of course. Yeah, because you're following your alignment your purpose, because everything comes together for you in your expression and your beingness, then you can live out your left angle cross destiny of alignment and align yourself and align others to what is new, what is coming forth, and the letting go of the past.
That brings me so much happiness because that's how I choose to use my voice, my brothers, Femi. Really it is. You've seen me. I've done a few videos. I don't want to talk about the past anymore. I can bring it up. I don't want to unpack it. We know.
Yeah, we were talking about this, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. That's what I'll share, Richard. Your yeah, look into it better, but hopefully you enjoyed, yeah.
I
Super.
did. Thank you.
Super.
Thank you, Matane, my
Thank you. That
brother.
was
I love
superb.
you.
You guys are welcome. My pleasure. My pleasure.
And there you go, Femi. You got to have a little insight into the way Richard works and
Yes.
understands and moves forward. So perhaps now you can understand why Richard has this driving force now to move forward and less inclined to look in the back and what's been, because it's how he's designed and how Richard needs to function to get the best out of himself.
Oh, brother, I love you. Thank you. That was beautifully said.
That's good.
No, that was
Okay, you
brilliant.
guys ready? We can go into it now. Get
Yes,
into the
please.
chart.
Yeah. So show us Maten's prepared a few charts for us so we can look into some possibilities of things that will affect us or may not affect us in the coming month. So please take the floor, Maten.
Okay, so I'm going to talk a little prior to this chart just for a minute because we just had a new moon yesterday. Well, where I'm at, we had it yesterday at noon, 12:31, and it was a new moon in gate 24. And that's a Taurus gate, and that's all about it's a time of like burning through the ideas of the mind, burning through the circular rationalizations and kind of spiraling out into creative expression instead of obsession or addiction. And so it was a real kind of moving through that energy of being obsessed with things, right? Being obsessed with this or that. Oh, let's dig deeper into this, or let's dig deeper into that. No, let's just push back for a minute or pull back, and look at the broad picture. So that's where we are moving towards today. Today we're still in gate. The sun is in gate 24, and in a couple of days it'll go into gate 2, which is a more feminine gate, a gate of the void, a gate of withdrawing. Some people will start to feel disoriented. That'll be around May 4th, May 5th. And just remember to reorient yourself, just to connect with yourself, and then realize, no, you are in a frequency of orientation, and you could do that. And then May 12th, we're going to come to gate 23, and that's this chart. And this is the chart for the full moon on May 12th. Now, in general, the month of May is calmer in contrast to, the eclipses of March and the bustling kind of chaos that was April. And so now in May, we have a slight calming down. But the energy is going to start building around this time, around this full moon again. And I'll show it here. We can all see this chart here, and we can see the channels that are amped up. Just one channel is amped up, and it's the 4323. Now, the 4323 in its lowest frequency is deafness. It's not really being able to hear each other. Gary might say something to me, Richard might say something to me, but am I hearing it? So we have to check in with ourselves during this time. And sometimes it's an important truth filter to be able to drown out, the lost voices, which are attempting to pull us down, oppress us, or fill us with lower frequencies. So sometimes it's great. Other times we have to drop in and realize, wait, to understand you, Richard, or you, Gary, I have to drop into myself, breathe, and listen and hear.
And you too, buddy.
and then, in the same in reverse, right? As Richard said, like, Sometimes, I need to drop in and listen to myself to know what's going on with me before
Mhm.
I express. And so it'll be all, this full moon's all about expression, about, and being invited. This is a projector channel. So this is about being invited to express your genius and your wisdom, and
Mhm.
not speaking out of turn, not sounding like a lunatic, someone who's a victim of the full moon. That's what a lunatic is, right?
But
But
that's lunacy, right?
right. It's the moon pulling out,
Hmm.
right, our emotional energy to an extreme, to a negative extreme. But
Can I
sometimes it can be,
can I just ask a
positive.
quick? Um, have we got the moon? With the event, did we have a new moon last week? Didn't we? Or this new moon we just
Yeah,
had?
yesterday,
Yeah,
yeah.
isn't that a super new moon, which means it's closer to us, so we'll have a bigger effect on the lunacy or the effect of the moon coming up?
Mm.
Yeah, the moon was in perigee. Yeah, which means yes, it was closer. It appears closer to the Earth. And so that affects us because, the light of the moon, whatever that is appears to be larger and more all-consuming. And so even more,
Spotlight.
yeah, like spotlights. Yeah, but pulling our emotional energy out of us, attempting to feed
Mm.
kind of on our energy. So we have to, during such times, it's great you brought it up, Gary, because during such times we have to we don't have to do anything, but what we want to do is center ourselves in our essence,
Mm.
because we are not always identifying with that intense energy that's being pulled out of us. That's energy to process. That might not even be our energy. So it's kind of like during those times to center back into yourself, into that space of kind of emptiness, of where we
Mm.
are and who we are, and be there. Because otherwise, there's the lunacy abounds everywhere. We all know the stats on full moons and new moons, right?
Hospitals and yeah.
And disasters, and if someone gets shot or gets knifed, they bleed more. There's more blood movement, right?
Yes.
The ocean's more uneasy, so the ocean of blood inside of us is more uneasy. More ebb and flow. And so yes, that's what it is for this full moon. Quite an intense full moon, because the polarity is that specific channel of utterance, of manifestation, of speaking out. So, Richard, you want to pull some cards on this? Let's see what you got.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
brilliant.
Higher self, oversoul, and universe, beautiful universe, higher self. Come on in, my inner flame of everything I need to see, everything I need to know in this now, in regards to this question by Mathan, in regards to this moon. You heard what he said. So tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in this now. All right, let's see, let's cut, let's rock and roll. Woo! All right, so first card, because right now I have like 3 baby images, so I can't really see me. Sorry, Femi, I'd rather not wear my glasses in a video, but I can't see a thing. All right, so this was a long time calculated when you're talking about the moon and where it's going wrong right now. This is a triple quadruple chess player. He's a man with a plan, the art of war. And look at him. Doesn't that pentacle actually look like the moon? Moving on. So then it created a lot of stress, more stress than deserved, sleepless nights, over exaggerate, blown out of proportion. But needless to say, what that moon had created was a lot of stress, sleepless nights. Moving on. Okay, so in the time of keep to yourself with the 4 of Pentacles, my beautiful Femi, you are either safe or unsafe, but whatever you do have, you hold on to yourself. Pentacle, the moon, let's see in the now moment. Then, oh, truth, justice is coming on. This is a very beautiful king about truth and justice and information and everything just. At the heartbeat, hi ho, silver, kind of an energy, the Knight of Wands, militia rushing in, coming in, the cavalry, very fiery, very different as an energy than the moon is. That's the heartbeat. And then we do have judgment, a wake-up call, awakening the dead with the judgment card. This is a major arcana. Awakening the dead. The trumpet has been trumpeteered. Wake up, sleepers. Then, future. We're taming the beast by the mouth, beautiful Femi, right? With the strength, another major arcana. And then we go to new collaborations. So I don't know about that moon thing, but right now in this reading, my brothers, I'm seeing like all the pineapples, all the pentacles as moons. There's a new collaboration here. I think we are really, really right at calling it a spotlight. What was then? Something else is coming in. And then we end with, there you go. That would be me. Okay. Like how you describe me in my chart, the empath queen, right? She's got a lot of emotion. Doesn't mean she's depressed. It means that she feels everyone's energy and emotion, and the moon brings in a lot of emotion. A woman will have her period during the moon and all this, but I do think that it was like how I saw with honey, like it was like a mirrored thing from the moon gone, from the earth, Gaia, gone to the moon. There's a lot going on. This girl, a lot of readers do not see that she actually, like when she looks into her cup, she can be slightly vindictive. Okay, she's seeing at the emotions. She's not often seen that way, but yeah, look at how she's looking inside of the information, the emotional information. She's making a choice. Clarifying spread. Well, I can't see because we're all small. This is a grant from the universe, an alpha, beautiful golden Femi, the Ace of Wands. This is passion. It is authentic. It is fiery. And what does that fire do? Removes the illusion that the moon has created. At the heartbeat, we're back from more victorious, more fire. Everyone is celebrating you. That means Gaia. That means all of the ones who have been awakening at the same time as her crystalline Tao Dam of a heartbeat has been resonating. We're all victorious, and we end with a new day, something emotional that is, and there is something about the little ones being restored. I'm not going back to the past, but this is like a rebirth for little ones. That's my download. There's something about the little ones that makes me really, really, really happy, because Femi, when I see that in my past readings, it was always on the other side, which I don't want to delve into anymore. But this following these two cards as a clarifying grants of the universe, back for more victorious, celebrating the little ones. Makes me happy. Now, I'm not sure if I answered your question.
No,
but I just went through a download.
No, that's great, because
Okay.
that means in layman's terms that the moon could shine the light on some situations that we've been waiting to see, and may break a couple of stories around this period with the energy.
Thank you, Gary, my brother. And yes, looking at all my spread right now, and Femi, we're gonna have peace. It's gonna be victory for all those ones. Okay, and I'm just saying one last time because I don't want to cry. But if I do cry, it's because out of happiness, because my past crying was, I don't even want to talk. Yay, yay, yay. They are like vindicted. There's peace. There's peace. We got military all over the place. We got military, like everything, strength, new collab. Like, this is beautiful, guys. This makes me really, really happy, Matan and Gary. Next question.
And remember, guys, remember, just because we're seeing this in the cards and we're seeing this in the human design doesn't mean that we're going to see this on the news the next day.
No, but under deck is the sun.
Oh,
the happiest card. And look who's riding the dragging a little one. I'm feeling it now. There's hope. There's something that's delivered to all of them, like in a good way. My heart is like beating. Oh, I love you, my brothers.
Superb. Superb.
Yeah.
Maten, how about another chart? That was a really good reading. That was great. Thank you, Richard.
Yeah, thanks, Richard. So this is the chart of, this is a couple of days later. This is about 4 days later, 6 days, 5 days later. And this is May 17th. So around that time, something really interesting is going to occur. And that's
Yeah.
going to be that the planet Uranus, you could see the symbol right here. This planet Uranus is going to be in gate 8, line 3, and the sun on that day will move into alignment with Uranus at gate 8, line 3. And what that means is that during that day, Uranus will be in the heart of the sun. So in astrology, this is called the Cazimi.
Oh,
And so what happens is the planet kind of almost just burns up and becomes one in essence with the sun. And so this alights the spiritual nature of that planet to the extreme, to everything, because the neutrinos are filtered then through this particular planetary body or light. And Uranus is all about sudden changes, sudden shifts, unique, eccentric, creative, genius, sudden lightning, sudden shifts. So watch for a big change on that day. Something suddenly occurring in the news or in the atmosphere around us, a sudden victory, a sudden, could be even literal, could be an earthquake, it could be a thunder and lightning storm. But watch this day for just sudden shifts in perspective and frames of the overall community of humanity. And that's looks like what that day might bring. And it's a co-creative experience because gate 8 is about an individual form of creative expression with others. And it's about bringing your contribution, your style to the expression of that. Usually this channel is about the voice, about aligning with, about knowing whether you're in your truth or not according to when you speak, is your voice emitting the proper frequency that is you. And so that's the meaning of that particular channel. So on this day, let's see what Richard has for the cards. See if the cards comport with that.
it looks financial. It does. 4 cards flew out. The first one, as we were speaking, is the 10 of Pentacles. So that often in big changes lately has been seen to me with the changes going into the gold back reserve system, the golden era, the golden restored republic as Elon Musk, however it seems. But let's just leave it at that. There was a strategy in the background. The first row, my family, is all about yesterday, the past. So we got finances, we got a strategy. This guy is so strategic at where he wants to place his swords. So he's going to plant 2 swords, look back. Do I like it? Do I like the message? Does it make sense for the future? I might change my mind around. But then there is this beautiful collaboration with the 3 of pineapples. So platforms are working in again with pineapples, pentacles, finances. Then the second row, which is coming into the now moment, is, because I don't have my glasses on, the 10 of Pentacles. Happy life, happy family, lack of nothing, total abundance. All right, so let's move on to the heartbeat. Femi. Yeah, I can't see. Because my vision, there's 3 of us here and I'm so small. So, all right, so what do I see? Another pentacle, a new day, a new dawn, a new chapter. Babies, this is off-world energy abundance. This is beautiful with the 6 of cups. Oh, because we've been waiting. Okay, so as we are waiting, we are jaded. What is in front of us, Femi? Okay, we're looking at the 3 cups emotionally. We're jaded, we're bored, we're waiting. But look at the universe coming in right there. So mind yourself. Like the videos Gary and me have been doing, manifest, stop. When we try to rehash the past, what happens is we put what everyone's been wanting to pop on pause, stuck in traffic. Change your outlook. Don't be bored. Look, the universe is coming in. And then we do have surrender all the information, the 10 of Swords. That is a great time of surrendering to all information, the death. Tens are endings and in order, Femi, golden Femi, to have a rebirth. Look at his face in the sand right here. All those like swords in his back. It's an ending. It's an of information, the boob tube, whatever, right? And then we go, because it's been making us out of feeling abundant on the outskirts, homeless, naked in the snow without shoes from everything that was of abundance. As seen here, I guess it would be like a church or some monster thing like that. Clarifying secrets of the unknown are going to be coming unleashed. This is the baby hermit, the Four of Swords. So, yes, secrets unbeknownst to most. We are awakening, as in the hermit comes out of the dark night of the soul. At the heartbeat, we do have creator. Creator, some of you call him God, I call him creation. But let's not forget, I found the first card, finance. I put Elon Musk. I'm not saying that this is the original Elon Musk. This is not what this video is about. It's what is happening and changes right now. And then we end with off-world energy. I had the Four of Swords, baby hermit. Now, babies, I got your big alpha hermit coming out of a slumber, the dark night of the soul. The universe is coming to share to you enlightenment. And then under deck, what do I have? Everything flip-flops in our fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. Creepazoids on the bottom, angelics, us. Not just us three, all of us watching. That's us. Flip-flop. Doesn't it look like a coin? Ta-da!
Very interesting.
And I don't even remember what the question was that I resonate.
No, you're responding to the weather, right? To the weather on that day according to the astrological symbols.
Okay.
And it was sudden shifts and sudden changes. And you said it's going to revolve around money, the financial system,
Yes.
you know, all the energies around the decisions around gold and, you know, our systems and how they're working. And then it fell in the influences of hope for humanity, that the energy will be moving forward in our direction. Like we're kind of taking our own power in this situation, even though it might be being influenced through these energies over here or those energies over here. We're remaking it and filtering it in our own way.
Superb.
Yes.
Superb.
And you are correct, Meten, because the past, this is how the past started. The King of Finances, a strategy, and then collaborations. Pentacles, finances, strategic. That was yesterday. That's in back of the bush. So that's how I'm calling it, because there is something happening. The fiat is a voucher. Psh, we all know it. Yeah. We got nothing to share on that. It's done, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're all clear.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next date. And
thank you very much. Brilliant.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so the next one we got. So this is May 25th. So this is getting closer to the new moon on the 26th. And so on the 25th, we have the two gates active that we all share, which is the 2034. And that's the channel of turning thoughts into deeds. This is the channel of charisma. Very powerful channel. It just turn, you know, you turn on the sacral, say yes to something, say and that energy shoots up from the 34, the gate of power, into the 20. And the 20 is all about being in the moment. And so sometimes on a lower frequency, it could be expressed as superficiality. You know, it's always easy for us to give a quick hello to a situation or someone who needs it. But sometimes people who have this gate and this energy, sometimes you're just in your zone, you're self-absorbed. And it's hard to really commit to a hello of real presence, you know? there's a very kind of lightning Uranus switch energy here where it's like sometimes, we're on, sometimes we're off, and we're self-absorbed. And then someone has to kind of grasp our attention and bring us out. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm here, in the now, present, fully. And so in a higher frequency, it's being able to somehow be in the spaces between, the intensity of life and still be present for either extreme, and just be present in ourselves and really observe, not absorbing what's happening, but observing and being present for it all. So that's the gate 20. That's the energy that'll be during this day. Saturn's going to come in to this gate 25 over here, while the 2551, the channel of initiation, is going to be active. So what Saturn is going to do is it's going to clear us of our delusions. It's going to limit and bring us back to ourselves, and all our fantasies and imaginations of what's happening is going to be brought to bear in a very stark, straight, black and white manner. And we're going to say, okay, this is what's clear and this is what's not. This is what's authentic. This is not what's authentic. And so it'll be a powerful time because Saturn's going to come into that Aries ingress, where the Aries vanishing point is right now, where all the outer planets are hitting in some way, in some form of geometry. And so once Saturn comes in on May 25th, we're all going to feel it. This is going to be very intense. This is a whole new way of Saturn moving into Aries. Aries is the lone warrior, the leader, the pioneer.
He feels like a rock star.
Right. And so Saturn's going to come in and it's going to shake out all the illusions and solidify the imagination of what we're really creating and make it clear and well defined, and make it into third density reality. So watch out for that day. It's going to be very interesting. So let's see.
Wow.
If Richard's cards comport with such a perspective.
Yes, of course, my brothers, my family. I will always be glad to oblige. Now I am done with this deck. I need to call on to my dragon deck, not death, deck. French, big teeth, tongue. Higher self, oversoul, and universe, please tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to Methan. Speaking about, it was the 25th?
Yeah, 25th.
Yes.
The 25th of May.
My son's birthday, actually.
Whose birthday?
My youngest boy's birthday on the 25th.
Which one is that?
Wow.
Oh, you don't want to say his name? Okay.
I won't say his name live. You would appreciate that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so for the 25th, wow, you're the one who brought it up.
Well,
of course I'm going to be curious.
There's clearly something going on there. Whoops.
The color looks really good with your camera, Gary. Huh? You've changed something because it's not going gray to blue anymore.
No.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to throw the cards, Femi, and then I'm going to put my eyeballs on, because these are a different layout from my beautiful Lisa. I love you so much. I love my cards, my dragon cards. Love to you. All right, so first in line. So regarding May 25th, so I think Martina was saying that big changes are happening, like black to white, right? That's the energy, Matan?
Yeah, like just everything becoming solidified into reality. So anything that's not authentic will fall away, and our authentic vision will become stark and clear. Will begin to become stark and clear.
Oh, you had a spirit that just came in. Did you see that frequency? That's when a spirit moves your camera like that. All right, so we start off with the Emperor. That is the creator of all things, guys. We start in the background with the Emperor. That's magical. Look how beautiful that card is. Do you not see? Isn't he not an emperor? Look at his wings. Oh, Lisa, I love you. And he's coming in because we've been uncomfortable for a very long period of time. Beloved family, the hanged man. Okay, we've been cocooning, we've been uncomfortable, but we got yesterday that aha moment, the enlightenment. In regards to what? In regards to what? In regards to the Seven of Swords, strategic. Very interesting. And that also is a beautiful, they're all gorgeous. In the now moment, well, we got the Nine of Swords. So humanity, everyone, in regards to this date, the 25th, Nine of Swords, this is sleepless nights. It is a mental stress, something that stops you from being really calm and at peace of yourself. You can wake up, you cannot sleep very well. You got mental anguish, but this card represents it is blown out of proportion, exaggerated mental stress. The heartbeat. Yeah, I need my eyes. We do have, oh my God, the moon, that's a heartbeat. The 25th, is it 24 or 25? 25, I
25.
think. Yeah, the moon, illusion, delusion, smoke and mirrors, or actually the actual moon. That's a heartbeat. It could represent death as well. And then we move on to temperance, ongoing healing, slow, permanent, follow the yellow brick road. Well, okay, so that's not a, but you get it. It's like ongoing, right? The journey of healing with the temperance card. For the future, Femi, we have the Queen of Wands, follow your intuition. Every one of you that is watching us, that is liking us and following us, we are all the Queen of Wands. We're all the witch, the woo-woo queen. We all have intuition. So that's the word of advice. Follow your intuition. And then we have the star. More healing, off-world energy coming in. The star is so beautiful because like a cat, a feline. When I say feline, I'm not necessarily talking about Lyrians, although I have a huge crush on them. I'm talking about like house cats, right? They are awake and they purr all the time. So they got 1 foot here and then 1 foot in the astral. That's what the star card does. Very mystic about it. And we end with a new day, a new dawn, the Page of Wands. Very similar to the Fool's new journey. Passion, creative, you are authentic, you have inner power. Imagine, like, I love that one. Clarifying, we got the universe that's here. Look at the dragon's eye and what is behold inside of that eye. There are changes here. We got the King of Wands, the Sire of Wands, the King of Passion. I also see him in readings. If I talk about politics, which is not about politics, but regarding the 25th, Trump has a room somewhere here for what he stands. I get the Emperor, and I also get the King of Wands that represent my Trump card. So he does have a room here. It's bigger than him, and it's not about politics.
It
Then
feels
we
like,
end
sorry,
with the Ace of Wands. We get everything we desire with passion.
it feels
Sorry,
like
Gary, I wasn't finished. Yes.
no. It feels like we're really sorting out the wheat from the chaff. It feels like there is a,
Yeah, another good
you
way to
know,
say.
in the most simplest terms, we're actually going to get to the nitty gritty of what really is real.
And it's beautiful. There is so much flames here. No devils came out. Like the worst I saw is coming out of a slumber with a hanged man. That was yesterday for me. Like, so I think that what Matan brother, what you're seeing is a very positive. It's what perhaps I don't want to talk out of my butt, but you know, people are impatient. When is it going to happen? I'm seeing a lot of happenings happening.
Really
Yeah,
interesting.
it's going to be as Gary was saying, a separation of the wheat from the chaff in the sense that we're going to be able to see a little clearer because it's been so fuzzy in the last couple of months. You know, we've kind of lost track of what's real and what's not, because there's just so much energy and so many things and so much
Yes.
transformation and transition, and so let's see what occurs. So final chart, are you guys ready?
Yes, please. Yeah, awesome. Yes.
But wait, I want to know first, Matane, did you like respond well with my reading? Like, how did that with what you see in your numbers, what I sent?
Yeah, it was great how you started it out, because you got the Emperor card, which is an assertion of power, of energy, of like, this is a new way, this is a new
Okay.
sight. And then having the Hanged Man was really cool too, because it's like where we've been kind of lost, kind of upside down world. And so a new clarity coming. And then the cards you got after that were all about just a new energy coming forth, real powerful wand and fire energy coming forth to kind of destroy some of the past so we can move on into the future.
Superb, isn't it? And
All right.
again, the previous readings, it kind of flows and gives us a bit of a story for the month already, doesn't it? And perhaps at the end of this, Richard could do a reading of encompassing the whole lot. That the higher self has obviously you've done the story, and perhaps we can wrap that up with one reading at the end that gives us the story of the month.
Of course.
All right.
Next chart, please.
All right, so this is the new moon for May. This will be a day after, on May 26th. Will be the new moon, and the two similar channels that were active before will be active here. So the difference is that we have the new moon in gate, let's see, 20. Sun will be in 20, and the moon will be moving out of or into gate 23. So this particular new moon is very powerful in the sense that it's going to be about overcoming indifference and irresponsibility to life. So we're looking at energies that come about so that instead of being stuck in the mind, we're recalibrating to match the frequency of moving out of the mind and moving more into our body to follow fluidly with our authority, whatever that is in our bodies. It's different for a lot of us.
I
And
love
to
that.
follow more fluidly. And so getting out of the mind is like something that's so important for humanity, because we're moving beyond that. In 2027, the cross of the sleeping phoenix is all about the solar plexus becoming an awareness center, becoming a mind in itself, more powerful than the mind. And so you'll feel that, especially Richard, having that definition. Me and Gary will feel that from the collective. So that's energy that'll move through our open, solar plexus center. But really, it's just another level of awareness that we're not minds, that the mind is not our own,
It doesn't make us. The mind is not the soul.
So it's so let's see what you got in comportment with such a chart on that day.
Oh, you want my cards?
Yeah.
Is that what you want? Is that what you want, a big brother? Of course I will deliver. I just love to play with my cards, Mr. Handsome Man. Higher self, oversoul, and universe, please tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to my brother, Matan, what he has just... What is the date again?
26.
May 26th. So it's just the
Okay,
day
so that's
after,
the
but it
next
is a
day.
new moon. It is a new beginning.
After the 25th. Okay. Tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know. Higher flame of within. Tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in this now. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Of course, I got my dragons again because I am upset. Oh, this one's interesting. This one wanted to stay on the counter. The temperance, healing, ongoing, slow-moving healing for the future. That's the first card that came out. All right, and next in line, I don't even know what I'm looking at. The King of Swords, you speak truth, justice, everything that is just about news, information of the mind. It is truth of the mind. We're talking about the mind right here on the 26th. Then we got the Three of Cups, something to celebrate. We are coming back. So the mind, emotional, celebrating. We are all weaving, celebrating, coming together. Yes, Yeah, it feels like full moon, like virgins coming back, but they are like all celebrating in the now moment. We have the Four of Pentacles in a time. Okay, so you got to either keep everything to yourself, thyself, in a time that you either feel safe or unsafe, but keep to yourself during that date of the 26th. Hard to beat. Eight of Wands, so much information, rapid fire coming in. Okay, so that is very fiery. It is very passionate. Could be a lot of different, like either like solar flares, or it could be a lot of information, but that's the heartbeat. That's the second fastest card of the tarot deck, my beautiful Femi. It is so fast moving. That's the 26. A lot is coming down. Then after we got, wow, the Queen of Pentacles. So she is Gaia, birthing, holding her womb in her hand, recycling, rebirthing. I am loving it, Mathine. Then for the future, we got the sun. Happy. Look at how gorgeous that is, by the way. Before, because I'm rapid fire, just take a moment to look at the beauty in the art. The sun is the happiest card of the tarot deck. I get a lot of fire energy. Heartbeat is the Eight of Wands. After this, things are looking really good. Oh my God, we got the Empress. That is Gaia. I got Gaia twice here. The Queen of Pentacles, and I got the Empress. This is Gaia rebirthing. I have such a crush on Gaia because, yeah, she looks like a Farrah Fawcett. I declare for myself, you think whatever you want her to look like. For me, she's Farrah. And then we last with the Three of Wands. We're ready to cross a portal. We've made the plans with the Two of Wands. That is reservation, like planning your holiday, doing all that. But when you got the three, all is done, and you just want your ship, your boat, your train to come in so you can embark, so that you could depart. Clarifier spreads. We got the Two of Pentacles. So all this with the 26 is like a juggling. Yay, nay, up, down, which direction, which simulation, which reality do I want to be in? Heartbeat. We got the Three of Wands. Wow. So we had, does that make sense? The Two of Wands. So we had the Three of Wands, now the heartbeat. So that's a clarifying in these three. So because the Three of Wands, family, is when all the plans were planned, and now you wait for the ship to come in. Now the heartbeat is we were making the plans to cross the 1111 portal, and then we got the King of Cups. So it is looking beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love it. And the King of Cups could also talk about, like, for me as a reader, like in the past would have been Khazarian Mafia kind of energy. I don't trust what's under his cloak. But it's not always that. He is very similar to having like his emotions like labeled on his sleeve. But if we look at all of them, the clarifying, Two of Pentacles in a time of juggling, which direction do I go? Then we have the Two of Wands ready to cross a portal from what? It is leaving an old pyrogram or old how do I want to express this? You know, do I want to use like third density, third dimension? Do I want to say like carbon clay to like crystalline? There's a big change here with the 26. It feels very potent. And again, I mean, this would be like leaving. If that was a Rothschild, it's the end of it.
Looks like there's going to be two very powerful days in a row, really, doesn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
we're seeing like almost a facade coming down, seeing the real thing with the wheat from the chaff, and then we're seeing this movement to something which is completely different, which has got power. It's as if we're seeing something on one day, and the next day we're moving towards it.
Which is a little bit like what we did, my Gary, like yesterday on Rocking Pandora's Box, like prophecies. There was always like two like choices to be made. One of destruction and one of rebirth.
Yeah.
And that's what I was referring to in the song I sent you, Richard. To build or destroy, only we decide which joy. And it is
And
a
I
new
was such
moon.
in a rush. I didn't even have a chance to listen to it,
Oh,
but
no
I'm
worries.
gonna
You
listen
will.
to it afterward because
You will. It's
I'm
great.
so sorry. I'm like running all day. I had to take my mom shopping, answer my
No worries. They were all
like
busy.
it's my life day, and I'm like, ah.
And so this new moon is in Gemini. So it's about duality, you guys. It's about a choice, this direction or that direction. And we're going to be moving into Gemini at the end of the month. So it will be a month of, the Janus, another Janus month, two faces, two directions, the choice, the duality. So you hit it right there in that card.
I'm so happy because I do lose myself in a reading, especially with a collaboration like this. I go, I don't even know what I'm reading about anymore.
After you're done, you're like, what did I just read?
It's rapid fire. I'm just like battling, right? But I'm glad that you see a connection because the cards never lie. Even if I'm not aware of what I'm talking about, my higher self is aware. Oh.
So we have a duality, almost a choice, in fact, on the
Yes.
25th and the 26th, where something's going to happen and people have a choice, or a something will become more apparent to them. Do you have anything that relates to that in chart wise that you could explain anything with that, Maten?
Uh, in terms of what? Sorry, I lost
The
your trail.
duality, the duality of stuff.
No, just keep in mind that all the gates for the end of May and for June, the first 3 weeks of June, are all going to be gates that are ruled by Gemini. So all those particular gates, as all gates, are ruled by a duality. There's always a choice in each vanishing point of energy, which a gate is, with each portal of energy that it is in our field. And that choice is always a lower or higher frequency expression of that particular theme. And so what we're looking at is the new moon on the 26th around the theme of the mind and processing things and ideas. And so the low frequency is becoming indifferent to knowledge, and the higher frequency is becoming aware and transcending through that indifference and recognizing that you make the difference by being different. And that engages the possibility of real authentic connection and awareness with others and with the collective for change, for mutation, for transformation. And so that's inherent in all the Gemini gates because it's ruled by Mercury. So it's the mind, right? So Gemini is one of the signs, the other being Virgo, where the two faces, the two directions are always there. And so it's more of a working through process of the energy to get into the center of we're here in the now, in the presence of what is. And that's where we are. And that's where we have to be able to act authentically from ourselves, from our core, from our authority. Does that help?
So
Does that make sense?
yeah. So we could almost see the facade or the mask of some people coming off because they're not authentic and they're not showing their true authenticity. And we'll be able to see through that facade because we're sorting out the wheat from the chaff, which we saw earlier on the 25th. And so we could see um, people fall from grace almost, or the public will become aware of their misdeeds because they will feel or see that because of what's going on.
And the great example is that you gave the other day when you were talking about Guthrie, the woman who was recently, you know what I mean?
The
The
artificial woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we saw right away the news of what her family's response was, like we're not letting this go.
Yeah,
This is a
yeah,
lie. So what Gary was saying, Richard, was that he put it more clear in the sense that the public, the collective it's going to be easier for all of us to see when someone's wearing a false mask, that
Yes.
pretends to be this as opposed to what the real energy is. And we're all going to see that, once Saturn goes into Neptune, all the delusions and deception
Mhm.
that, the deletes are using, is we're going to see through it so quickly, so easily. And it's already happening, with the
It is
example
so
of
happening right now, my
the
brother, but it's like that the train is getting momentum and speeding. Like, I like to think of, well, you'll get this, because you're a metalhead, motorhead, like that train, like Orgasmatron, the cover, like, bah, 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 bah. That's where we're all awakening to. And because I did pull cards to my brothers, so I don't
Sure.
know. Like, tell me when.
No, please read them. So,
Now?
Oh
so
yeah,
yeah,
so
so
maybe a couple cards on what we're seeing with this mask coming off, with inauthentic expressions being, being
Yes.
torn away, and us seeing
Okay.
what really is on the world
So
stage.
before I did leave to go to the bathroom and get myself some more coffee, I did pull cards. So do we remember what the subject was at that moment, Gary?
um, I think it was the seeing through the facade, wasn't it? At that
Yes,
point,
it was. So these are the cards I got. So I got the fastest moving card yesterday, the Chariot card. Okay, that is about justice. It moves the world over throughout universe. It is the fastest one about what you like to talk about, duality, Janice, that we got from dark to light.
that
There
is
we
the
got
Janus card.
Gaia. Gaia coming online. Look at her holding her belly right now. She's ready to birth. In regards to what the Khazarian creepy crawlies, we don't like this card. In the now moment, we are celebrating. We're all, oh, wow. Ooh, that's a loud one. Download, sorry, guys. We're all coming together with the Three of Cups in order to celebrate. The heartbeat is all our wishes are granted. This is the elixir of life. It's an alpha. It is the Ace of Cups. It is ongoing fluidity, the elixir of life. Then we got truth, justice, disclosure. I got one alpha. I got two alphas. We are here right now with emotions. Then we got truth coming out. For the future, here we go once again with the Three of Wands. We've made the plans with the Two of Wands. This is a portal. Now we're ready to get onto the ship. What is the ship? The Restored Republic. What beyond? The Restored Republic, the sun, the happiest card, a golden era. And then we do have High Ho Silver Militia coming in. That is a good guy military, but works so rapidly. He is the cavalry. He is about integrity. I have a crush on this one. Now, Femi, beautiful Femi. In the clarifiers, we got judgment. So that is, oh yes, a wake-up call. And I keep saying it, and now higher self is showing me Red Cross is next on the hit list. I've been saying that for a while. These guys are creeps. That Red Cross that is there. But anyways, a wake up. Get out of your slumber. It is the trumpet has been trumpeteered, major arcana. At the center, I got truth, justice, disclosure. Look at all the truths coming out, my babies. And then we go for ongoing, slow moving healing. Healing is good, right? We can have a quick healing like this, and then by Thursday, we're unhealed. No, this is slow moving. It's patient. It's down the road. Look at like how he's calculating the emotions of the cups. Not one drop is falling, yet he's got his feet in the waters. Waters are emotions. This is brilliant. Did I answer your question?
Yeah. While you were doing that, I got in my head the Emperor's losing his clothes in front of the people. The Emperor will be seen naked in front of the people.
Yes. There is so much truth. Oh my God. And I'm resonating. Okay, sorry. I got to take out Ariel right now. Ariel, strong, muscular cowboy riding in the sunset. Come out for me, come out for me. Oh, you have a crush on Gary's, but right now she's asleep. Okay, all right. Okay, so is Gary absolutely accurate with what he just said? Of course he is, Gary. You're very in tune, my brother, huh? And look, guys, I'm not breathing on it. Like it's show me the movement for no to show the family I'm not broken. So see, I'm not moving. I'm looking away. I don't even know what I'm looking at. See, it's going. Are you going to a no?
Thinking about
Oh, look at this. Are you being a brat? Show me the move. Oh, yeah, I'm a brat. Show me the movement for no, Ariel. Okay, so there you go, guys. Say no, cowboy riding. Beth, Rip, Yellowstone, cowboy, ride. All right, so he wanted more momentum. That's why he felt trapped, laced up. Uh-huh. So anyway, so it is a yes. You're such a brat.
it's just the question of which emperor is going to lose his clothes, because there are so many layers of the emperor that we currently have in this game, isn't there?
So you're talking about what when you say emperor, like leaders?
Well,
Is
it
that
could
what
be
you mean?
it could be leaders, it could be an organization,
They're
or
all coming down.
it could be a group. But I think we're going to see a Pacific something. Yeah,
They're all going down.
yeah. But I think we're going to start seeing this. We know, or we have a very good idea, and the Femi who watch this at the moment have a very good idea of what's going on. But I'm now getting that this is actually going to be for the collective consciousness.
Yes.
The collective are going to start seeing this. They know something's wrong, but I think they're going to get it's almost like they're going to get a slap round the face with a cold, wet fish. It's going to be
And
one of
it's
those, whoa, really? And then they're going to come to say, did you know this? And we're going to go, no way. We've been telling you for years.
I love it. A cold fish. Like what do you have? Fish and chips, you in the UK?
No, it'd be a
It's like
salmon. You a big
salmon or
salmon slap round the side of the face.
grab it out of
It's ridiculous.
I love it. Yes, bitch slap them all. You know,
Does that
but
resonate with you, Richard? Is this the kind of
it
energy that
does.
we're
It does because, well, right now there is a merge. There's a big change. It's not that it's coming, my brothers. We have already passed it. Okay, so we are like dancing. We're we're already transmuted to crystalline in the fifth density, but now there's a dimension coming on. So we're yo-yo. We go back and forth between realities, almost like deja vu's all the time, lack time and space. We are all going through it. So yes, and this is beautiful. And if it could be that those who are sleeping, as in the judgment, a wake-up call to the sleepers, so be it, because we want them to join us. We can't force them, whether they be like lovers, family, friends, no matter how long we've had a relationship, we are responsible for us. So yes, get slapped by your sumo.
big fish, big salmon?
And then we'll be there, like, like if they got good questions. And our job, again, I've said this before, Gary, I think you might have said this before. We're past that state of like, oh, you should have listened to me. No, we're gone. We're gone. If someone that never really awakened is awakening now, we don't need the confirmation that we were right. That is going back to yesterday. It is refeeding, and that's where we stop. We want to go to that golden era. So all of that, my word of a suggestion, Fanny, because, I've had to go through this with myself. Me and my mother were the only aware in my whole family. Like everyone thinks we're crazy. And we had to deal with that. And we did. And I'm never straying back. So, if we have family members like, oh, when you spoke 3 years ago, you were right. I'm not. My mom's not gonna go like, told you, gotcha. No, that's an old energy. Right now it's like, welcome home.
Yeah.
Welcome home. Now you get on board at your level and we create this destiny because Gaia, she is purring. Listen to her tribal beat. I feel her, I hear her all the time. I am so proud of Gaia. I am so proud of all of you because we've made it.
How do you
Yes,
feel?
it gets me in the mood. Like I
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
get carnal about it because I can feel it. Without it, I think I'd be bored and I'd be lost, like sleepwalking, and there's too much passion in me to be that.
Well, your human design chart showed that very clearly, didn't it? So, you know.
It's true. I think it did. I forgot all about it again.
Is that
So,
what
so
that-
Maten, how do you see it? I mean, you've heard Richard read the cards, you've seen the charts. What are your feelings about particularly the end of the month in May?
Mete.
So, I mean, after all this, all this kind of up and down emotional chaos, I mean, really since January, of the collective crying about this, about that, when in reality, you don't know what's going on unless you kind of tap into the core of yourself and really feel out that, it's a game. It's a game of emotions, let's, jump up 1 minute, jump up the other, press a button, we start screaming, press a button, we're all happy, it's all emotional manipulation. So it's us having to be strong enough to just sit in our center. Okay, what's really happening right now? What's really happening? But, we can't deny that we all felt the jolting energies of the eclipses in March. We all felt the carryover into April, and just the chaos of so many different things occurring. And now in May, with a calming down after this week, which was really, really intense with the Pluto Mars, um, we'll feel the calming down. And then at the end of the month, I think it'll be some sudden shocks to really, for us, we're already fairly aware, but just to see how the collective meets the awareness that we see is going to be really interesting for us, because we're going to be seeing it. Everyone else is going to be seeing it, as you guys have said. And we're going to be like, well, yeah, we've been saying this for years, this is what was coming. But I think it's going to be real interesting because as we progress into June and July, especially when Uranus hits that entrance into Gemini, we're gonna just see it won't be it'll be so clear the difference between the generated, fantasy matrix reality and real stark and real nature, real organic life. And it's it's going to be so clear. We're going to be looking around like, does anyone else fucking feel into what's real here, because it's just fascinating to watch. But yeah, it all seems, building up to exactly what Richard was saying. And it sounds real hopeful because it is, because there's a choice to be made as we enter into Gemini's. Me and Gary were discussing. There's a choice to be made, and you're going to choose organic life or you're going to choose something else,
You're gonna choose the Chris code, or you're gonna choose the Fibonacci sequence. Putting it bluntly, you can go down Metatron's cube and the Fibonacci, or you can take the crystalline Chris code of the higher and go back to nature and then follow that path back to enlightenment.
Yes, Richard was saying we're already crystalline,
Yeah.
those who've made that direction and choice.
We are, and I know that all of you we are all feeling it. It feels different. I feel more powerful, more clear-minded. Am I totally grounded? I don't know, but I feel more grounded I ever did before in the past with this crystalline. No, it feels good. It feels great. I want to bathe in this crystalline pool like day in and day night. Yeah.
All right, you guys were good, I think.
Yeah, that's certainly going to be a very interesting month. Well, thank you very much, guys. That's been an awesome,
Yeah,
awesome
thank you.
show.
Thank you for inviting me. Yeah.
And everybody, let's get the corporate bit over. Please like, share, and subscribe to Maten of Platonic Planes. And I will be putting a link in my description, and I'm sure Richard will be as well. And also, please like,
Of
share, and
course.
subscribe to Richard Cardinal if you've only just found us. And everybody else, everyone knows who he is anyway. That's fine. And please like, share, and subscribe to myself, Gary of Alternative Interaction. I can't even get my own one out. Look.
Hamster.
I can remind you if you forgot.
Oh yeah. Who am I again, Maten?
Oh my God, that's funny.
Gary.
Well, Femi, thank you all for being here. Thank you all because it is my actual like life day celebration. I don't use the word happy birthday. I use life day. And oh yes, mine's on the floor.
Well, you threw it on the
Yeah.
floor. It's your fault.
Well, yeah, I threw it. It went there. I was excited. I'm always excited. But thank you, beautiful Femi, for all your
Blessings.
beautiful comments. Thank you for joining us on this second episode with our beautiful brother with a beautiful smile, Methan. See, I got your name right, Methan. And we are rocking. No,
No, we're not. We started off with that one.
No,
It's
we're
worse
not
than me
rocking.
not knowing my own
We're
channel
not
name, isn't
rocking.
it?
No.
and we are Lightning
Lightning
Thrice.
Thank you very much, everybody. Blessings and goodbye.
We love you.